There's a truth few ever speak openly about. The masks people wear can deceive us for years. However, it's the smallest actions, the ones done when no one is watching, that reveal everything we need to know about someone's true character. It's not the grand speeches or the showy gestures that define a person. It's those quiet, unguarded moments when their true nature emerges. Imagine a kind word exchanged with a stranger, the calm demeanor someone maintains during a flight delay, or the way they respond when there's nothing to gain. These are the moments that speak volumes. In those unscripted moments, when there's no audience and nothing to prove, a person's true colors shine through. It's in how we treat those who can't benefit us, like the waiter or the cashier. These actions, though small, tell us who someone really is. The Stoics knew this more than 2,000 years ago. They understood that real character is not about how we appear to others, but about the consistency of our actions over time. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This isn't just advice, it's a call to action. It's a reminder that virtue doesn't require an audience, and true integrity is displayed in those moments when no one is watching. Seneca, another great Stoic, emphasized that how we treat those with no power over us reveals our deepest nature. It's easy to be kind when there's something to gain or when we want to impress someone. But the true test of virtue is how we act when there's nothing to be gained, no reward, and no recognition. It's about demonstrating kindness, respect, and empathy, even in the smallest interactions. Consider the daily moments most people overlook. Someone who thanks a barista, offers a smile to a delivery driver, or helps a stranger carry a heavy load. These may seem like insignificant acts of kindness, but they speak to a respect for humanity that transcends social status. Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully when he said, "What injures the hive, injures the bee." When we fail to uplift and respect others, we not only harm them, we harm ourselves by disconnecting from the greater whole. On the other hand, when someone treats others with indifference or rudeness, it reveals a lack of empathy and a sense of entitlement. These seemingly small actions, like dismissing a service worker or showing irritation towards someone deemed less important, are clear indicators of character flaws. They show a person who values status over humanity and sees relationships as transactional, rather than rooted in mutual respect. Even the most minor, accidental encounters can reveal a person's true nature. Imagine walking down a busy street and bumping into someone. A compassionate person might smile or offer a kind word, while someone self-absorbed might react with irritation or anger. These moments provide unfiltered insight into how a person navigates the world, whether they extend grace or assume malice, whether they respond with patience or frustration. The Stoics taught that while we can't control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. And our responses reveal the principles by which we live. This doesn't just apply to the way we treat others. It's a challenge for us to reflect on our own behavior. How do we treat those who can't offer us anything in return? Are we kind to service workers? Are we patient when inconvenienced? Do we show compassion toward those in need? Modern Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our actions, words, and attitude. By doing so, we align ourselves with virtues like kindness, respect, and empathy. This not only impacts how others perceive us, but it also creates a ripple effect that fosters peace and integrity within ourselves. Life has a way of testing our character in the smallest, most unexpected ways. It's not the major challenges or disasters that reveal who we truly are. It's the everyday inconveniences, the long line at the grocery store, the traffic jam, or the slow Wi-Fi, that show us the depth of our self-control. The Stoics understood this well. They believed that life's minor irritations are mirrors, reflecting our emotional resilience and self-mastery. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about it for a second. The slow traffic isn't the problem. The delayed coffee isn't the problem. The real issue is how we choose to interpret and react to these situations. Do we see them as opportunities to practice patience, or do we let them dictate our mood? Next time you're stuck in a frustrating situation, whether it's waiting in line or dealing with a delay, remember that these are opportunities to practice Stoic principles. Shift your perspective and choose to see these moments as chances to cultivate inner calm. Doing so doesn't just help you handle life's challenges with grace, it reinforces your sense of peace, balance, and emotional maturity. What's fascinating is how this calm and composed demeanor affects those around us. When we remain unfazed by small annoyances, it inspires trust and diffuses tension. We set an example for others, showing them how to navigate life's inevitable inconveniences with patience and composure. True resilience is not about how we act when everything is going smoothly. It's about how we respond when life throws those little curveballs our way. These small moments of irritation or inconvenience might seem insignificant in the moment, but they accumulate over time, shaping our habits, mindset, and character. The beauty of these everyday moments is that they offer countless opportunities to practice the Stoic art of emotional control. The next time you face a delay or frustration, try to reframe the situation. See it as a chance to grow, to practice patience, and to reinforce your inner peace. These small shifts in perspective don't just transform how you handle life, they transform how you live it. In life, we often encounter moments of inconvenience, technical glitches, a wrong order at a restaurant, or a minor setback in our plans. Some people handle these disruptions with grace, maintaining a calm demeanor that brings a sense of ease to those around them. Their ability to remain steady in the face of such frustrations creates a ripple effect, spreading a feeling of peace to others. This calmness speaks volumes, not only in how they navigate the inconvenience, but also in the energy they bring to their relationships. Contrast this with those who react impulsively, amplifying the negative energy and stress in their environment. It's clear that we'd prefer to be around those who maintain their composure. But here's the key. Handling life's disruptions isn't just about understanding others. It's a reflection of how we handle ourselves, how we treat our own peace of mind. Seneca, a wise Stoic philosopher, once said, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." When we dwell on small frustrations, we amplify their effect. But when we choose to rise above them, we diminish their power over us. How often do we give away our peace of mind over trivial inconveniences? A misplaced key, a long line, or a slow driver do. These moments really deserve to take up our precious energy? Is it worth allowing them to disturb our inner peace? Here's a challenge. The next time something minor goes wrong, pause and ask yourself, does this truly deserve my energy? Then consider how you can respond in a way that aligns with your values. These seemingly small moments are opportunities to practice patience, cultivate emotional intelligence, and build resilience. Every time we choose to respond with calm and intention, we strengthen our ability to manage life's challenges. Speaking of time, it's the one resource we all share equally, yet we often take it for granted. Unlike money or possessions, time is finite. Once it's gone, we can't get it back. How we manage our time speaks volumes about our character. It reveals whether we are reliable, respectful, and intentional, or if we waste not only our own time but others as well. Seneca reminds us, we are tight-fisted with property and money, yet think too little of wasting time, the one thing about which we should all be the toughest misers. When we waste time, we're not just wasting a commodity, we're disrespecting the most precious gift we've been given. Are we honoring our commitments? Showing up for others? Are we investing our time in meaningful activities, or are we letting it slip away on distractions that bring no value to our lives? Think about how someone handles their time, whether they're punctual, reliable, and prepared, or if they're constantly late, unprepared, and careless with others' time. These behaviors reveal more than just logistics, they reflect deeper values. Punctuality is not just about showing up on time. It's a sign of respect, integrity, and the understanding that our time is not just ours, it is shared with others. Consider someone who always follows through on their commitments, even when it's inconvenient. Their actions demonstrate integrity. They understand that their word holds weight and that breaking it erodes trust. On the other hand, Someone who frequently cancels plans or makes excuses shows a lack of accountability and respect. The Stoics believe that actions speak louder than words. As Epictetus put it, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. When you consistently meet your commitments, you're not just talking about your values, you're living them. You're demonstrating respect for time, for others, and for yourself. Time management is also a measure of empathy. Someone who values other people's time shows respect and fairness. Imagine a colleague who consistently arrives on time, prepared, and ready to contribute. This person demonstrates trustworthiness and fosters collaboration. On the flip side, someone who wastes others' time or constantly makes excuses undermines the team's efforts. Seneca wisely reminded us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. How we manage our time, our own and others, is a reflection of how much we value life itself. So ask yourself, are you honoring your time and your commitments? Are you living with intention? If not, it's never too late to start. The Stoics didn't believe in perfection, they believed in progress. Each day offers a chance to align your actions with your values. Finally, think about how you treat time in those moments when no one is watching, when no one is there to hold you accountable. It's in these quiet, unseen moments that our true character emerges. The Stoics taught that virtue isn't about public recognition. It's about living in alignment with your values, even when no one else is around to see it. So, in those quiet moments, like returning a shopping cart to the corral when no one is watching, or picking up litter when no one will thank you, remember that these small actions matter. They reflect a mindset that values collective responsibility over personal convenience. And when you take that extra step, you're demonstrating integrity and respect, not just for others, but for yourself. That's the essence of living a virtuous life. Integrity isn't just about what we do when others are watching. It's about who we truly are when no one else is around to see. The Stoics believe that our actions in private, the ones unseen and unnoticed, have the power to shape not only how we relate to the world, but also how we perceive ourselves. Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, reminded us that the foundation of true happiness lies in cultivating a good character, one that remains unwavering, regardless of external recognition. When we live in harmony with our values, the quiet, internal peace we create is far more valuable than any applause or external validation. In today's world, where much of our lives are shared and shaped by digital platforms, it's easy to get caught up in seeking approval through likes, comments, and shares. But Stoicism teaches us to turn inward. Ask yourself, are you the same person when no one is watching as you are when you're in the public eye? If your private actions don't align with the persona you project, it might be time for a realignment. True integrity is about the small, selfless acts we perform when no one is keeping score. Holding the door open for a stranger, helping a neighbor without expecting anything in return, or quietly donating to a worthy cause. Marcus Aurelius, in his wisdom, told us that the best revenge is to be unlike those who wronged us. Virtue itself is its own reward. These unseen moments, these quiet choices, build the foundation of a life defined by honesty, kindness, and responsibility. When we act with integrity in private, we build trust with others, and more importantly, we build a stronger connection with ourselves. This trust gives us a deep sense of confidence and peace, untouched by the turbulence of the world around us. So let's reflect on this. When no one's looking, who are you? Do your actions align with the person you want to be, or do they tell a different story? Stoicism teaches that real strength comes not from external validation, but from mastering oneself. The small, personal decisions, how we act when no one is watching, define the kind of person we become. By striving for consistency between our private and public lives, we craft a legacy of trust, authenticity, and integrity. Power, in whatever form it appears, is a magnifier of character. Whether it's authority over a company, influence within a team, or control in personal relationships, power reveals what's already inside us. The Stoics understood this profoundly. They believed that true leadership is rooted in humility, empathy, and service, not in dominance or control. When we wield power with kindness and fairness, we earn the respect and admiration of those around us. Take a leader, for example, who listens to their team, acknowledges everyone's contributions, and fosters an environment of growth and collaboration. Their influence is a reflection of their strength of character. On the other hand, those who use power to dominate, manipulate, or belittle others reveal insecurity and a lack of self-mastery. They may seem to hold the reins in the moment, but their actions slowly erode trust and respect. The way we use power in even the smallest situations, deciding who gets the biggest slice of dessert, who gets to choose the group activity, reveals our true nature. Do we use our influence to build others up, or do we seek to serve our own interests? Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. This life is fleeting, and every choice, no matter how small, matters greatly." True power is in using influence as a tool for good, not as a weapon for control. So, when faced with power, whether in personal relationships, work dynamics, or leadership roles, ask yourself, am I using this opportunity to help others, or am I letting my ego take control? Stoicism teaches us that real power comes from mastering ourselves, not from dominating others. By choosing to lead with empathy, fairness, and humility, we earn true respect and build lasting trust. The way we wield power, especially when the spotlight fades, is a test of our character. In the end, power isn't inherently good or bad, it's simply a tool. It's how we choose to wield it that makes all the difference. Let's commit to using our power to build, inspire, and serve, rather than to dominate or inflate our egos. Because true strength lies not in control, but in the ability to guide with wisdom and integrity. The Stoics remind us that character is revealed not in our words, but in our quiet actions, the ones that happen when no one's watching. When we strive to embody kindness, patience, and integrity, we not only uncover the truth about others, but also shape the best version of ourselves. Thank you for being part of this journey toward growth and resilience. Keep reflecting on these timeless lessons, and remember, the true measure of character is found in the choices we make when no one else is watching.